Data analysis using Excel. I have downloaded the dataset from the Kaggle. The dataset name called water, and now I'm just importing data from the CSV file. So the data is delimited with a comma. So I'm selecting comma and then next, and that's it. Your data is arranged in rows, and choose the cell, active cell, from where your data needs to be displayed, and then press OK. That's it. Your data is imported from the CSV file into the Excel. Now we are going to make a copy. Before you make any changes, once you make a copy, then you will know the difference between the clean data and the raw data. So once you make a copy of the data, just convert the first row, because these are your column headings. So when you scroll down, you cannot see them. So just to make it visible, so select the first row, go to view and select freeze panes. So freeze top rows. So that way, even if you scroll down, you can see the first row, and then make it bold and then fill it with a color, so that way it is visible. So now you can see there are many blanks in the column. So these are the missing values or the blanks. So there are so many records throughout the data. So I just wanted to replace them. So just make 2 blank columns and then copy the first PH column. So here I'm just going to replace the blanks. So just go to find and select, and then go to special and then click on the blanks. So now all the blanks are selected. So if you scroll down, you can see all the blanks are selected. So because this is a PH column, so I'm just going to make an average of the values. So that way I'm using this average function. So average, and then select the column. As my column down arrow is not working, so I am writing down the column numbers. For that, you can just go select Control and press down arrow. So the whole column is selected. See, now you can see. So while pressing, you have to press Control Enter. So that way it would fill out all the blanks. So next one is, now you just copy this and then paste as the values, paste the special as values. So here you are not going to copy the formula. So that way you can delete this first 2 columns. So now your PH column, you don't have any blanks, and it is and you can just format into the number. And then next, in the similar way, you can check for the blanks. So you can go to find, select are there any blanks. So if there are no blanks, so it displays no cells, no blank cells. So and then check for the blanks and then replace it with, once you are done, you can change the format. Similar way, do this for all the columns. So here you have a few columns like a pH, as this dataset is about water. So here you have the water pH, hardness. So now we are going to replace all the values with the similar way as we did for the pH. So once you have checked for the blanks, then you can check, are there any duplicates. So before that, I would like to tell you about this portability. So portability is, it has 0 and 1 in this column. So 0 is not portable, 1 is portable. Not portable means not suitable for drinking, and 1 is suitable for drinking. So that's it. So these are all the elements that are present in water. So just select all and just go to the, you are going to remove the duplicates. Go to data and then remove the duplicates. So there are no duplicates in this data. So now, part of your data is clean. So now you are going to make the borders so that it looks clean and visible. So next you can rename this, because now you don't have any blanks, no duplicates, and it is clearly perfectly formatted. So So this is our clean data. So now we are going to make a copy of this data. So it is, so you can check the previous raw data and also the clean data. So now with this clean data, we are going to make a table. So for table, press Ctrl T and we are going to insert a new column here with a name water. So if there is 0, then it has to display not potable. If it is 1, it has to display potable. For that we are going to use the if function. So we are going to write a formula. If this is potability, I mean if that potability is equal to 0, then not, it has to display not potable, else potable. That's it. And now you can see so it has changed to potable and not potable. So just to have a clarification, I mean just to have the difference between the raw data, clean data and this data table, I just made it in different sheets. It is always a good practice to have a copy of your raw data. So now I have inserted a pivot table in a new sheet. So now insert water into the rows and then count of water into the values. So now you can change the calculation into percentage of grand total. So that ways in our whole data set we have 60% not potable and 39% potable water. So you can select the pie chart which displays about the water, potable and not potable, and you can change these colors which suits. So for changing the color, and I also want the labels to be displayed, so that way it is very interactive. As soon as you see the chart, it is very clear that there is 61% of not potable and potable is 39%, and then you can change the heading of it. So that's it. One sheet is complete. I mean with this sheet you know the percentage of water, I mean which is drinking and which is not suitable for drinking. So now you are creating another pivot table and then selecting the pH, and so now you can see because there are so many values, so now we are going to group this into ones. So if you group it under 1, so pH is measured from 1 to 14, so maximum it would have the difference of 1. So once you group it, then in the columns put water, and also in the values just copy down this water and then change it into the percentage of grand total. So once you change it into percentage of grand total, then insert a pivot chart. So this column, this chart shows like the most of the water pH is between 4 to 5 to 9, 10. 5 to 10. So both potable and not potable have the pH. Most of the water pH is between 5 to 10. So you can change the color of the chart, just going to format chart. So this is very clearly visible that the water, most of the water is between 5 to 10. And next we have inserted another pivot chart. Now we are going to check the percentage of solids that is present in water. So drop down this water into the columns and also change this, put sum of solids into the values and change it into percentage of grand total. So that ways here you can clearly see for the not potable it is 60.33% of solids present, and for potable the percentage of solids is 39%. So that means drinking water has less amount of solids, and not potable, that is having the water that is not suitable, that is having more solids. So yeah, which is very clearly seen with this chart. So the percentage of the solids is high in not suitable for drinking water, so not potable. So this is our third worksheet, and we are just going to have one more sheet. Here we are just going to know the percentage of carbon. So in this ways you can select like carbon or sulfates or rest other elements that are available in water. So as carbon is one of the important elements, so I just wanted to put pivot chart for this as well. So here also it shows that not potable is having highest percentage of carbon, whereas potable is having less percentage of carbon. It's like 39%. So it all depends upon the solids. So the percentage of solids determines the percentage of carbon or etc. etc. That's what I found it. And then insert. Now you are going to insert all the elements, elements that are present in potable and not potable. So I'm just going to insert all the columns, select all the columns, and then selecting into the values into percentage of grand total. So then you can show this values, and it is very clearly, you can understand it very clear. So once you have changed all this percentage of total, then you can convert this into vertical way. So for that you need to drop all the values like this. So this is how it looks, values into the rows. So when you drop the values into the rows, it becomes like a table, a small table. So in not potable, almost 60% of everything, all the elements like carbon, sulfate, etc. And you can also find the difference between the potable and not potable. So when you just put this water into the columns, there are also, you can also see the grand total. So you can remove that grand total. So now you can insert a pie chart for this pivot table. So now you can change the colors for individual column, which would be more interactive. So you can change colors like this. So you can play around with it. So that's it. So once you have changed the color and look of this chart, you are going to make a dashboard out of all these charts that we have made it previously. Then you finish this chart and then label it. So that way when you are going to make your dashboard, it is very much interactive so that you can understand. So this is how this chart looks like. So this is the summary of the water. So where you can see all the details about all the columns. So now we are going to make a dashboard out of all the columns that we made. So select this and then copy, and then you can just paste it here. So you can adjust the alignment. So that way you can just copy out all this. So this is the potability of the water, that is the percentage. So this is also essential. So you can also copy the pH, which is also essential in this data set. So it is not necessary that you need to copy everything like the percentage of carbon or percentage of sulfate, where you can see everything here in this summary of water. So that the first one shows the potability, the percentage of drinking water and the water that is not suitable for drinking. And the next chart shows the summary of this water. So where you can see all the elements that are present and the percentage of elements that are present in both potable and not potable. And the one of the most important thing in the water is the pH. So as I have observed in the data that is available, both the potable and not potable have the pH of have the pH of 5 to 10. So mostly the water is suitable for drinking. If you remove the percentage, I mean my observation is, if you remove the extra of 30% of solids that are present in not potable, so you can convert the not potable water into the potable water. So yeah, so that's it. And so when you see the data in the beginning, so it is all the numbers, so it is like you don't know what is present in it. So once this data is converted into the dashboard, where you can understand a whole picture about the this data, so you just slowly convert it into the a dashboard which is very interactive, and you can also generate insights out of it. Thank you.